Labour Ministry is gearing up to revamp the registration norms at the Employees Provident Fund Organisation, or the EPFO. Now, these new norms are expected to be introduced post-March 31st, and we learned that non-compliance could lead to severe punishment, and it could be as severe as jail term. CNBC TV 18's Yash Jain is joining in. Yash, what is the need for this in the first place, and take us through the details.
Well, if you look at the strategy that the EPFO or the Employees Provident Fund Organisation is working with, it's clear that the retirement body is moving towards achieving two major objectives. Now, the first out of these two objectives is to add more and more people, to add more employees and get them in the EPFO bracket, and hence expanding its reach as well. And the second is to extend its retirement benefits or the social security benefits to employees, especially from the unorganized space, and to be precise, the SME or the small and micro enterprises in this particular case. Now, what EPFO is claiming is that a lot of these MSCs are not registered with the retirement body, even after them being under the jurisdiction of EPFO, which according to the retirement body is a violation of the registration norm. Now, as a solution to this whole problem, what EPFO has done is it's opened a compliance window which started on January 1st and will go on till March 31st, whereby it's asking these MSCs to come voluntarily and register themselves with EPFO without any sort of scrutiny, without any sort of penalty. Now, this is not where it ends. Post March 31st, what we are given to understand from our sources in EPFO is that the retirement body is planning to roll out some very strict norms against these MSCs which do not register themselves with EPFO. What we are given to understand is that EPFO is planning to double the penalty which currently exists. It is also planning to introduce and enforce a jail term for the recruiters or for the employers of these MSCs which do not comply with the norms and register with EPFO. What we are also given to understand is that EPFO is also looking to reduce the threshold. Right now, any organization which has more than 20 employees is supposed to register itself with EPFO, but the retirement body is looking at reducing this threshold to 10 with a simple logic to get more organizations under the EPFO bracket. So a lot of important and critical changes lined up ahead of us, and all of these would be discussed in the meeting which is scheduled in the last week of January.
All right, Yash, thanks for breaking that up for us. More news from EPFO. In fact, according to a report by Cogensis, the government has allowed private sector banks to manage EPFO collections, and that is something that will be a leg up for the EPFO as a whole.